special presentation of the Commonwealth Games from Birmingham. We are on day 8 of competition, and this morning there was a huge scare coming in from the wrestling arena. The matches had to be stopped for 1 hour. It wasn't a mic drop moment, but a speaker drop moment that caused the wrestling matches to pause for more than an hour. Apparently, one speaker had fallen on the mat, which is why the areas were cleaned out, the matches were stopped. The Indian team was told that they will have to wait for a little while to resume. As many as 6 Indian heavyweight wrestlers are in contention today, and a few of them are also expected to win gold medals as well. So big moments are expected from the mat this evening after the weightlifters gave India a grand entry into the games. It is the time of the wrestlers. So glory on the mat is what we expect, but to start the day there was a bit of a scare. Now let's talk about what happened in the powerlifting arena. It was not just the able-bodied weightlifters, but also the para powerlifters who shone on the stage. In fact, India's para powerlifter Sudhir won a historic gold medal. This is the first time that India has won a gold medal at this level, which is Commonwealth Games. Sudhir lifted first 208 kilograms in his first attempt, and increasing that to 212 kilograms in his second to gather 134.5 points and break the game's record. It has been truly a golden moment for these boys who have travelled from anonymity to stardom at these games. More is expected from the powerlifters, but first, let's hear what Sudhir had to say. Paralympics has become a rage in India ever since the Tokyo Paralympic Games, where the athletes won several medals in Birmingham. Sudhir, the power lifter, has given India a grand opening through his gold medal. Sudhir, हमें बताइए इस गोल्ड मेडल के बारे में, उस मोमेंट के बारे में जब आपको मिला और आपने देखा तिरंगा ऊपर जाते हुए।
जी मैम, ये मेडल जीतकर आज बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है देश के लिए। ये परफॉर्मेंस हमारी अच्छी थी और परफॉर्मेंस के अकॉर्डिंग ये हमारा मेडल आया है, तो ये मेडल गोल्ड मेडल आया, जिसका श्रेय मैं हमारे कोच श्री जेपी सिंह जी को देना चाहता हूं और स्पेशल थैंक देना चाहता हूं सपोर्ट करने के लिए पीसीआई को, स्पोर्ट अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया को और ओजीकी को, जो इतना सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, जो इतना उनका सपोर्ट करने के बावजूद मेडल लाने में कामयाब हुआ। और आशा करते हैं कि ऐसे ही सपोर्ट मिलता रहा तो आगे देश के लिए ओलंपिक्स में गोल्ड लेकर आएंगे।
We also have Sudhir's coach JP Singh with us. JP जी, आप शुरू से बोलते रहे कि सुधीर को गोल्ड ही मिलेगा. हाउ डिड यू हैव सो मच कॉन्फिडेंस? किस वजह से?
इसकी वजह ये थी कि हमारी तैयारी बहुत जबरदस्त थी और जो यहाँ जितने भी वेट लिफ्टर, वर्ल्ड के वेट लिफ्टर यहाँ जितने भी लोग आए हुए थे, उनकी परफॉर्मेंस से हम अपने आप को डेली चेक कर रहे थे। तो उस जो हमारी परफॉर्मेंस थी उस बेस पे हमें पूरी उम्मीद थी कि हम गोल्ड मेडल जीतेंगे।
अच्छा सुधीर, यहाँ पे जो वेट लिफ्टिंग, जो एबल बॉडीड वेट लिफ्टर्स है, बहुत सारे मेडल्स उन्होंने लिए, उनके परफॉर्मेंस आपको इंस्पायर किया क्या?
जी मैम, बिल्कुल। सभी प्लेयर एक दूसरे से इंस्पायर तो होते ही रहते हैं, अच्छा लगा देखकर।
उनसे कुछ टिप्स आप एक्सचेंज करते हो?
जी मैम, जो एक्सचेंज करने की होते हैं वो करते हैं।
अच्छा, इस मेडल के बारे में हमें बताइए, पैरा पावर लिफ्टिंग में कितनी बदलाव लाएगी ये मेडल?
मैम, ये मेडल सभी खिलाड़ियों के लिए एक मोटिवेशनल मेडल है। अभी तक का ये इंडिया का फर्स्ट पावर लिफ्टिंग में फर्स्ट गोल्ड मेडल है। अब तक कोई गोल्ड मेडल नहीं आया था इंडिया का पावर लिफ्टिंग में, और इससे प्लेयर को, जितने भी न्यू एथलीट हैं, उनको सभी को एक मोटिवेशनल मिलेगा, अच्छा स्कोप मिलेगा। अगर अच्छी तैयारी करेंगे तो वो भी देश का नाम रोशन कर सकेंगे और आगे बढ़ सकेंगे।
आप कह रहे थे कि पैरा पावर लिफ्टर में ज्यादा पावर होता है देन द एबल बॉडीड वंस, वो कैसे होता है, जरा बताइए।
ये इसका जवाब इसके रिकॉर्ड देते हैं। जो हमारा सुधीर ने 87.3 बॉडी वेट में जो लिफ्ट किया है 212 केजी, वो नॉर्मल जो लिफ्टर है वो इतना उठा ही नहीं सकता। तो पैरा स्पोर्ट्स में सबसे टफ गेम जो है वो पैरा पावर लिफ्टिंग है, क्योंकि ये नॉर्मल से बेहतर परफॉर्मेंस करते हैं। तो इसलिए मैं ये कह सकता हूँ कि हमारे जो एथलीट हैं वो नॉर्मल को भी कभी भी हरा सकते हैं।
सुधीर, कोई और स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन को आप फॉलो करते हैं? किसी और स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन से आप इंस्पिरेशन लेते हैं?
जी मैम, मैं रोनाल्डो को फॉलो करता हूँ। अच्छा,
क्रिस्टियानो रोनाल्डो।
जी जी, अच्छा प्लेयर मानता हूँ उनको,
तो आप
फॉलो
फुटबॉल
करता हूँ,
देखते
लाइक
हैं?
करता हूँ। जी मैम।
और इंडियन स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन?
इंडियन स्पोर्ट पर्सन में अमरिंदर सहवाग को पसंद करता हूँ मैम। क्रिकेट देखता था मैं पहले।
लेकिन आजकल तो वो क्रिकेट नहीं खेलते, रिटायर
जी
कर चुके हैं
जी
किसी
मैम,
और को।
अब नहीं देखते, क्रिकेट देखना छोड़ दिया है।
पर ओलंपिक स्पोर्ट्स में भी बहुत सारे ऐसे हैं जिन्होंने इंडिया का नाम रोशन किया है,
जी
उनमें
मैम।
से किसी को आप फॉलो नहीं करते
जी
हैं?
मैम, फॉलो करते हैं। सुशील कुमार ने रेसलिंग में अच्छा किया है, उनको फॉलो करता हूँ, मैं लाइक करता हूँ।
एक चीज और आपको पूछना है सुधीर, बहुत सारे यहाँ पे पाकिस्तानी रेसलर्स, वेट लिफ्टर्स भी आए हुए हैं, और हम देख रहे थे, हम आप लोगों में काफी कैमराडरी है, काफी हंसी मजाक चलती रहती है। थोड़ा हमें बताएंगे कि क्या कुछ बातें होती है पाकिस्तानियों के साथ?
जी बिल्कुल, अच्छी बातें होती हैं। हम भी उनको मोटिवेट करते हैं, वो भी हमारे को बोलते हैं कि आप अच्छा कर रहे हो। हिंदुस्तान का नाम वो भी बड़े गर्व से लेते हैं, वो भी प्राउड फील करते हैं जब हिंदुस्तान इतना अच्छा करता है।
और अगला टारगेट पेरिस में गोल्ड?
अगला टारगेट में हम पेरिस में गोल्ड की कोशिश करेंगे 100%, और सभी देशवासियों की दुआएं साथ रही तो देश के लिए गोल्ड लेकर जरूर आएंगे।
And that this will be a big motivation for you to go ahead and win a gold in Paris. Thank you very much, Sudhir, for talking to us. Thank you, sir. The camaraderie between Indians and Pakistanis not just visible in the sport of weightlifting or wrestling, but also on the athletic tracks. Well, the two boys of athletics have been doing great in the absence of Neeraj Chopra. They have been blazing the athletic tracks. Tejaswin Shankar and Sri Shankar Murli. Sri Shankar, a statistics student, he is doing his MSc in statistics, is also going great on the athletics field. In fact, he won India its second big athletics medal in long jump at the Commonwealth Games. And here's Sri Shankar talking to us after his big feat. After 44 years, India has a medal in long jump in the Commonwealth Games, and the winner is with us, Sri Shankar Murli. And it is the biggest medal, in fact, the silver medal. But winning this medal wasn't easy. The conditions were challenging. You leaped 8.8. The bronze gold medalist also leaped 8.08. Tell us, what was the difference?
Actually, I'm happy to win the. First of all, I'm really happy to win a silver medal for my country. This silver medal really means a lot to me because I really had a lot of setbacks in the previous years, with all the injuries, with all COVID-related issues. But I'm really happy to win the silver medal for the country. Today was really a challenging day. The conditions was not quite favorable for the athletes. We had like huge headwinds blowing. The climate, the temperature was cool because it's evening in Birmingham. And we have been coming after World Championships, after a lot of travel, a lot of journey, and it was quite a draining past 1 month for us. We have been in Chula Vista, then we went to Oregon, then we came to Birmingham, so quite a big travel. But I'm happy that finally I was able to win a medal for my country.
Just tell us what was the difference between you and the gold medalist? Both had the same score on the board.
Actually, when both the jumpers have same kind of distance on the board, the decisive factor is the second best jump, which of course he had like 7.94, which he had in the first attempt. And I'm a bit disappointed that I had a good jump in the fourth round, but it was fouled by slightest of the margin. I had a 0.3 millimeter, like 3 millimeter foul at World Championship, but this was like 1 millimeter. It was quite astonishing. I couldn't just believe it. I was asking the official like, why did you call this a foul? No mercy at all. But it's sport. It's part of
But
the
it
game.
looked like it would have been 8.15 or something like that.
It was a big jump. I literally raised my hand. The team was really like excited, but when it was like a foul attempt, like everyone was disappointed. But I knew that I could do in the last jump. That's what my father said in the last jump when he came to me and said, "You are able to do this. You can do this because you have done this before at Interstate Championship, which was held in June in Chennai." So I knew that okay, just one jump is required, and I will be able to do that. I'm really happy to win that.
Uh, you are saying that Neeraj Chopra inspired you a lot. Would you say that in the absence of Neeraj Chopra, a lot of pressure is on you guys to win medal?
There is no pressure as such, but Neeraj Bhaiya really inspired a lot of athletes like me because I shared room with Neeraj Bhaiya last year in Tokyo, and when I came back after my poor performance at Tokyo, I immediately, like when I opened the door, Neeraj Bhaiya is in front of me, so I didn't tell anything. भैया ऐसे बोला तो नीरज भैया बोला भाई कोई बात नहीं है, ये सब होता है हमारे गेम पे, He gave me a hug. Ishan sir, who's his physio, he also gave me a hug. It's all part of the game, no worries. And that time I was really having a very low point of my career, because representing your country in the biggest stage and not performing, it really hurts an athlete's morale a lot. But Neeraj Bhaiya and all the athletes, they really inspired me a lot. They motivated me a lot. And because of Neeraj Bhaiya and the gold he won last year at Tokyo, the standard of Indian athletics is coming up like anything. We have really good performances from the juniors, from the seniors also. So Indian athletics is on the rise, and we are really thankful to Neeraj Bhaiya for starting off a big revolution.
Personally, I would just like to ask you, you're a 22-year-old, you're trying to balance studies with sports, you're doing your MSc in statistics. How is that going, and how do you plan to carry on your studies with, top-level sports?
Actually, it's a bit embarrassing when people ask me about my study part right now, because I have been doing MSc statistics, and honestly, I haven't attended a single day of class so far. I've been trying to maintain track of what's happening in the class, but when it comes to like lot of travels, when it comes to competition, I'm not able to like cope up with both, because when it comes to high level sport, you need to have that kind of focus and that kind of dedication, that everything matters, starting with your diet, your rest, your recovery, how much you sleep, how deep you sleep. We have to look a lot of aspects into that. And when I was a student athlete, like I used to stay till 1 a.m., 2 a.m. just making up that particular day's work, doing math, doing science, everything. But when it comes to an elite level sport, you have to stop that particular thing for a while and focus on this thing, because this year we had Commonwealth Games, World Championships, and even Asian Games was planned. So I felt that I should give more importance to my studies, and my parents were really supportive. They told me that you finish bachelor's somehow, because after Tokyo I immediately finished my bachelor's. All papers I missed because of the training camps, and because of Olympics, I just wrote all the exams in one stretch, and I finished my bachelor's. And I'm happy that I could get pretty good score in my bachelor's also. And now I've joined for statistics. I plan to balance both, but when it comes to higher level studies also, it requires another kind of focus. So right now I've stopped studies for a while to focus more on sport.
So target is a gold in Paris?
I would say yes. With God's grace, with all the hard work we are putting in, I'm sure that I'll be able to get a medal. I'm not saying gold, but I'll be definitely aiming for a gold, because winning a medal in athletics is not easy. It depends on that particular day, because even if you see what has happened today, 808, 808, 806, 805. Mm-hmm. So that close the competition is, and your luck can favor you any particular day. It won't someday. And it all depends on that particular day, but I'd really like to work towards that big target, no matter what the result is.
Congratulations on this medal. Enjoy the moment.
Thank you so much.
Great news has been coming in from track and field in the men's 4x400 relay, featuring India's Anas, Nirmal, Ajmal and Amoj. The boys finished second in Heat 2. The Indian team advanced into the finals of the men's 4x400 meter relay in this edition of the Birmingham Commonwealth Games. And let's have a look at the medals tally at the moment. India is in the 7th position, having won 20 medals so far, 6 gold, 1 gold coming in from para powerlifting. Remember, in this edition of the games, the able-bodied and the para athletes will be clubbed together. So the para medals will also be a part of the main medal tally. Well, that's all we could pack into this special segment from Birmingham. Keep watching all our updates from the Commonwealth Games. Time for a tiny break on the show. More on the other side. Stay tuned.
Welcome to another side of Britain.
A side where we discover new flavours on every street corner.
Where we take good times to new heights.
And where ways to get around are limited only by our sense of adventure.
In 2022, come and join us for an unmissable year of celebration.
So get ready to explore different every day.